I just want to say, first of all, probably looking at me, my dad's a big fat bald man. Obviously we're not alike, but really we are in personality. Me and my dad really like, but every now and then, the generation gap steps in between me and my father. Like every time we go to a Chinese restaurant, without fail, bear in mind, every time he becomes racist. We'd be sitting there waiting for the waiter will come over, taking the order for dessert, and my dad nudged me in the arm. Right, Gary, watch this. What ice cream do you have? Well, we have strawberry, mint, vanilla, and my dad would piss himself laughing. Like, this is the funniest thing in the world to my dad. My dad's nearly 50, and this is the funniest thing in the world. It's like that. It was vaguely funny when I was 4. 1,001 times later, it's still not fucking funny. But he also uses words he doesn't fully understand. Like, we were at the Dubs match last week, and we were sitting there, and a maid guy came over, and I hope what my dad was trying to say was fraternise, but he turned to the guy and goes, "Fuck off, we don't fornicate with the enemy." But there's this one time I came downstairs, and he acts very strange, but I came downstairs one time, and he was at the table, and he had the paper spread across the table with a "Where's Wally" puzzle on it, and he's bent over the table, looking at it through a magnifying glass. Then he turned around and seen me and goes, "I can't fight the fucker," and stormed down in the house. But Obama's still alive. Who would have thought he'd last this long? A year and a half now, is it? Jesus. What, he's black in America. What do you expect? They've got guns. Everyone's got guns over there. But yeah, our love when he first came into office though, because Sky News, Sky News, Sky News had a countdown timer counting his days in office, and it's just like suddenly, like, Sky News, the most important news in the world, had become Big Brother. It's like, day 57 in the White House. Barack and Michelle are in the garden playing with the dog. Today's challenge, the world banking system is fucked, and the housemates must solve the problem. Well, look fucking stupid to the North Koreans.
It's upstairs.
But I was recently in the club, last month or so. I was in the club and I was standing at the urinal and I was having a piss, and this guy came up to me and was like, here. He's like, look down, and he looked at me and goes, "Fucking hell, the size, are you circumcised?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Alright," and he walked off. And the worst part about it was, he couldn't ever even wash his fucking hands. But yeah, looked like a good cock joke. Let's keep rolling with them. I play Ga, I'm actually lucky to be here. I nearly broke my jaw on Thursday playing Ga. But I'm in like the worst club in Dublin. I'd hate to think of what that'd be like in Cork now then. I'm in the worst club in Dublin, and the only thing I've ever gotten off my club, that is cheap, the only thing I've ever gotten off them is a pair of shorts that are 8 inches too big. I was getting an erection every time before I go out for a play for a match. But just back to the circumcision thing, I remember when I was circumcised though, I was 6 years old and I had like an infection in my penis. And Swedish woman loves penis. So the boyfriend's looking kind of awkward now. She's fucking throwing me off now. I had an infection in my penis and I had to get it. She's still laughing at the word penis. I had to get an amputation and... What? My foreskin amputated. Circumcision! I didn't get my penis amputated. She fucking dropped me off now. I remember that when I was 6 years old at the time, and I'd woken up and I was like really dazed after the anaesthetic, and I turned to my mother and I was like, "Mommy, will you bring me to go to the toilet? I need to go to the toilet." So she brings me out and I stand there and I take down my trousers and I go to have a piss, and then I turn to my mother and I look her in the eyes, the only way a son could look his mother in the eyes, and I ask her, "Who the fuck did that to my Willie?" It's jamming up the guy, boy. Thanks a million.